My vision is definitely not fully formed. I think the whole notion of being, being an artist today is that it is a kind of discovery, and that one takes on different but related sets of ideas. One of them here, of course, is colour. There's much colour in the show, and I've always worked with colour in different ways. I'm interested in it because the way I've come to it is to think of colour as being stuff. It's not just surface. In other words, it's stuff, and it's that sort of interplay between the physicalness of it and a sense that actually it's rather illusory. It's rather elusive. We're watching this big block pass through the gallery at the moment. It's a bit like a monochromatic painting, sort of slowly making its journey through the gallery. Again, with this work here, I've given it a Sanskrit title, which is the word swayam. Swayam meaning auto-generated, self-made. It's a kind of fiction at one level, that the passage through these galleries of this big block that's bigger than the doors, as it moves through, it sort of sculpts itself. It oozes and pushes itself through the galleries, giving it the form that is the doorways. The implications of that are that it's making itself, it's doing its own thing. That I'm not involved. Of course I am involved, but I chose the red. I made the process, but then I try and leave it alone. The process reveals all that's needed to be revealed. In a way, I feel I'm not trying to say something, but to let it occur. And that's true of most of the works on the show. Because, I make work for myself, and to try and pursue an idea. Perhaps when one's got a lot to say, there's less room for the viewer. And what I'm concerned to do is to try and say, no, actually, I've got nothing to say. Nothing much to say anyway, or as little to say as possible, and let the viewer find that space in themselves. And maybe that's a process that's has something to do with engagement. Yeah. I don't believe in trying in the idea that one, as I say, I don't feel I have a message to give, a thing to say. So therefore, I'm not trying to illustrate a point. I mean, one makes the work one makes, and it's very. What happens to it? Has to. If it's any good, it'll find a life for itself. It has to stand up for itself. I can't defend it endlessly.